Now you can now put people in timer. Oh, different lengths ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. I don't be having these problems, so I don't have these problems right now anyway. So anyway, hey, it's your girl K did. What's up, kids? What's going on? My place like a mess. Oh my gosh. But how y'all doing? How's life? I haven't. I'm gonna say I haven't been here in a while, but I'll be alive. But look at me. Oh, I'm not yet. Can't even see that. I'm editing. I'm doing my Cayman vlog is uploading right there. You can see it. It's uploading. It's like the little circle right there is uploading. It's uploading from the. Oh my lord! I'm gonna show y'all everything in my house. It's uploading from here, which is the external hard drive, to from iMovie to the external hard drive on the front, and then I get to put that to YouTube. But I thought they took off the feature you could do from the iMovie to YouTube. I thought they took that off, but look, I see it's still on here, so I don't know. But hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's life? I went to the dentist today. Yeah. Like if y'all watched the last vlog that I literally posted a couple hours ago, oh yeah, I see what happened with the dentist. And I need to get a root canal of Ruth. I'm not surprised. I asked the dentist because a dentist years ago. I don't go to the dentist often, but because of I thought it was a filling coming out. I didn't want this filling to go higher and higher into my teeth, and then get into the nerve or whatever. I made sure I did it. But the doctor was like, you was telling me basically people. If y'all watch, I think I said this in the last vlog. People don't like to work over people's work. It's better if he's almost trying to just suggest me to take out my teeth, basically. Honestly, as he said, the option, I was like, take out my teeth. But I didn't keep my teeth, like my mouth. Like, I regret taking out the other teeth that I took out because I was too scared of the root canal. I'm a woman up. I'm an old broad, but I want to do it before my birthday. For sure. If I could do it soon, I'm going to make an appointment and try to get everything together. Like, I'm going to go to the doctor. I did freak out. I did cry. But I made it through. I was saying Jesus. I was talking to him and everything. I know the guy probably think I was crazy, but that's all I could do is talk to God. Like, that's all I could do, right? You feel me? So I did that. I was like, God, like literally, I am praying like a mad person. Like, you probably think I'm nuts. I don't care. If I'm not talking to God, I'm talking to God. Like, you feel me? But I'm up. My kids. Hopefully, I don't think Kiki is sleeping. I feel like she's not. She's in bed. I don't think she's sleeping. The baby's sleeping. Um, I don't know what it is, but for some reason the sheets don't sit. I feel like Kiki don't want to try. But she's in her bed. It's a bunk bed, so I was like, you gotta try to do your own bunk bed. The bottom part I really don't like. Even putting the sheet on the bottom part where the baby is, but the baby can't do it. Kiki's not gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. First I'm the mom, so I would do it. But if you don't know, I'm a slightly claustrophobic, so that's why it bothers me to do the bunk bed. But yeah. But yeah. Um, I just don't know. If we had space, I wish we had like a trundle bunk bed, like how, like it wouldn't be a trundle though. It would be three beds, but it's like two more beds and one to the side, like more. It wouldn't be like right under the other bunk bed. Does that make sense? If you don't know, there's a bunk bed and there's another bed under that bed, which we don't take out because the room is too small. So, but yeah, when we move, God's willing, we get to do what we got to do in that. So, yeah, man, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. I don't know what I was saying. But there's a lot happening. So I need to go to that. He gave me a paper to go to the doctor to do it. I said, can they give me medicine to put me to sleep? And he said, people are not going to put you to sleep for that. To pull your teeth, they put you to sleep, but not for that. I'm like, oh my God. So I think I'm just going to woman up. I really don't want my teeth to be pulled out. I honestly wanted to lose a little bit of weight before I go under anesthesia if I did get it pulled out. So I finally used my water pick. I was asking the doctor about it. And water pick today. But yeah, I did that. What else? Anybody just people use their water pick. Don't even just put water in it. They don't put anything else in it. Like, should I put I'm just thinking like, should I put a little bit of Listerine in it, like something like that, while like my could really be getting them little teeth, like really get that teeth. Glow. Probably sticky. Would it be sticky? I don't know. Tap to retry. What is that about? Something went wrong. What went wrong? In our live? I don't know. I don't know what just happened. It said something went wrong. What's went wrong? Like, I didn't do anything. Welcome live chat. Remember to. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. So that's hey, how you doing? I don't know who it is, but hi. So that's what's going on with me. Like, what are you up doing? But I'm kind of scared of the dentist. I'm scared of doctors in general. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's going. You left. Oh, sorry. It was too boring. It wasn't more entertaining for you. But it's okay. We'll see you next time. But yeah, that's what's happening with that. And then I was saying earlier, a doctor years ago, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, when I was the last time I went to the dentist, they said about a bridge. I'm not gonna get a bridge in my teeth. The doctor today was like, "Oh, you're not a candidate for the bridge." I'm like, bruh. The doctor told me before, if I watch my last blog, that you don't get the implants plus the bridge. You get the implants and the bridge together in certain teeth. You don't get on all of them. But now this guy's telling me, oh, whatever. He said, when I go to the surgeon, I should ask him about implants. But I don't really, like, I think they'll probably give me, probably the surgeon people, whatever, will be the one to give me the bridge and the implants. The regular dentists don't do that. Like, all they do is cleaning, fillings. They do, like, the, surface level things. Like, like basic stuff. The other people who are, like, really getting in down in there. But I'm just so scared of drilling. Like, that's like basically, to me, like, getting implants is like cosmics. That's not how you, what is it? Something surgery. I would say cosmic. It's not cosmic. It's a word, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a kind of surgery. And I feel like, do I really need that? Like, I can eat. It's all eating teeth. I can skin my teeth. What I think is also, I do want to get my teeth fixed so I can get braces. Even though the teeth will need to get fixed on top, and I don't want to get braces on top. I know for a fact they're gonna say, oh, you need braces on both the bottom and top because my teeth are not straight or the bottom or the top. But I like how my teeth, not things don't have to be perfect. I just want the bottom to be good because the bottom is not straight at all. Bottom of my teeth is not straight, and I have holes in my teeth because I have teeth pulled out, like I told you. I had 3 teeth pulled out at the bottom. I had my wisdom teeth taken out too. So I think if I push these teeth back, they could fill in the gaps in my teeth. So I would still have enough teeth because I have like 1 or 2 teeth behind. I have enough teeth for myself. I pulled out 3. Technically, I put like 5 teeth out already because the wisdom teeth, but I'm not gonna count those because people get get like 32 teeth or whatever. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back. If it's a new person, if it's not, yeah. So I'm thinking if I have braces, when I get braces, that's what I want to get if I can afford it. When I get braces, the teeth was like behind will kind of push back on the gaps that I have in the back of my mouth, so it wouldn't be like I would really need the implants. But I don't know if they want me to put the implants in first before I put the braces. But that would make sense because usually the implants are into your gums, from what I understand. So it's like I would think they want me to put the braces in first, see where my teeth align, and then see if I even need the implants. That's just my mindset, right? Like, why would he put implants in with crooked teeth? That'd be stupid, right? Hey, I see somebody else coming in. Hey, thank you for coming. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I really, I don't want to do surgery. I just like, I don't want to go under the knife unless I have to. Like, even for my eye, my eye is wonky. My best eye is wonky, and it's because of if you don't know, I had cataract surgery on my eyes when I was 13 or 17, right? So 9th and 12th grade, I had cataract surgery. I know you're like, oh my gosh, she's so young. Like, yeah. If you watch my other videos, you can see that I have uveitis, and then the repercussions of taking the medicine to make sure the inflammation. Uveitis is basically inflammation in the back of your eyes. That's what it is. I have it's not genetic, but the doctor says it's kind of genetic. But my mother and father doesn't have it. Nobody in my family that I know has it. My mother's father says my mother is like whatever. I don't care. The point is that I have it. Y'all had a kid, and yet the kid had it. But what I'm gonna say. Hey, RUC person, how you doing? What's going on? Hi. Uh, how you doing? How's life? If you don't know, my eyes are horrible, so I have to really look at it. It's tiny. It's tiny than normal. Like they upgraded the YouTube thing, and it's tiny. And I feel like I have everything. Was it can't be my phone. It had to be the actual YouTube thing. That's so tiny. But oh my god, how you doing? How's life? But but yes, I want to do that, and I want. I'm like, I really want braces. I should have honestly got braces with my mother's insurance, because I would have to pay for it. To be honest, they would tell me I should have done that. But also like glasses and braces. I know people do it. I don't want to be the person. You know, granted, honestly, I don't wear my glasses all the time now. I wear mostly my contacts. But I'm a person to have braces. I'm like Invisalign is gonna be it. But the thing about it, to qualify for Invisalign, you gotta have certain criteria, and I don't know if I fit the criteria. Like the other day, I went to the doctor. I'm gonna read what you're saying. I think the other day. It was yesterday with my daughter. Was it yesterday? What was yesterday? Wednesday? Yeah, yesterday was Wednesday. We're not on Friday yet. And my daughter's in a research thing. If you don't know, and the person I was ear hustling on somebody else. She's like, oh, they have researchers on contacts. The girl was like, I don't really wear contacts, whatever. So I asked her, like, you have a research on contacts? I was over listening, and she said, yeah, I do. And I was like, I wear contacts. She said, oh, you do? At the time, yesterday I wore my glasses to make my eyes kind of rest. I do that like at least once or twice a month or something like that. Not to have my eyes always in the contacts, and my eyes get dry really fast. So yeah, sorry. Doing okay. I enjoy it. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm going close because I just can't see it. I don't have my glasses on contacts. If I have my contacts on, I couldn't even read what you're saying, to be honest. I have to go close. I'm like, ah. But anyway, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Comments like that make me happy. I feel like, oh my gosh, nobody's really listening to me. Nobody here. Nobody's listening. Like, sometimes I feel like, should I even do videos anymore? But I'm like, you know what? I don't do like, I'm not saying I don't do it for people, but I do because it's very therapeutic to videos, and I always feel lonely, so it makes me feel like somebody's listening to me. So thank you, and I really appreciate it. But I'm thinking of getting Invisalign. I don't know if I qualify for it, but I think it will help the gap in my teeth, because I have like three. Especially the bottom is where the gap are, and that's where I have the teeth. What has all the over? It's not overcrowding, because I don't think I've seen overcrowded teeth. Like I don't have that much teeth to be overcrowded. But the teeth they did pull out when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s. You know that I don't know if the teeth that I have in the front is enough to push back on those spots, but hopefully it can help. I don't know, but y'all should have saw me. I wish I had a camera person to help me. I'm gonna look at the comment. Help me comment. I'm in the comment today to video today. I was crying, and he's in my X-rays, mind you. And he said, "Don't cry," because he don't want me to move and cry. He want to take my dad on X-ray. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, like I was saying before, my top teeth are crooked, and I don't care about that. I think nothing has to be perfect on you. I'm not that person who's like, oh my gosh, I have to be. My top teeth, I have the best smile. It's crooked. But my bottom teeth is where I need to fix it at. So honestly, I could live without that too. I got this long in life, and I still can eat food. So like, that's all you really need your teeth for, right? To bite people and eat food. So yeah. But keep going. Thank you. But it's a lot. And then I went to City Hall today. If you don't know, I'm part of this Impact Advocates group. It's basically a group that helps City Hall kind of listen to the thoughts of homeless people, if that makes sense, or formerly homeless people, because we have both on the actual thing. We represent different people in the I think we didn't have a press conference for this one. No, we didn't. But sometimes we stand up for the mayor when they talk about different things and stuff like that, or they ask about ideas about what to do with the homeless. Granted, we get them ideas. It doesn't mean they're gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. We get them ideas. Some of them. Why is Amazon listening to me? I call my Alexa Amazon. Change the name. If you didn't know you could do that, you could do that. But like, sorry, I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything. But I'm like, whatever. But honestly, it has create some changes, like for the 90-day rule that came out of our group. A group member suggested that, and it happened eventually. But it happened. So it's like we do see changes happening, but it happens very, very slow. That's what I don't like about policies and stuff like that. And I work with a lot of like, nonprofits would do policies or trying to push policies. Policies take so long, and to me, I feel like a lot of policies we're trying to change. Granted, everything affects everything else, so it's almost like a trickle down. And depending on what the policy is, it could be a negative or positive. Obviously, that's every but it takes so long, and sometimes policy we're trying to push is like, duh. Like people saying to me like, duh. That's so easy. Like, why shouldn't all kids have free lunch? Like, no matter, because I think people only think that only poor kids are hungry. I used to be the poor person. Like, technically, I'm not rich. I'm not Oprah. I'm not Joe Biden. I'm not Kamala. So I'm at this point probably middle class, because it was a lower middle class, upper middle class, and middle class. I'm like in the middle to lower, right? Before I got to that point, right? And I know I was homeless. I had no money. I was couch surfing and bed surfing until I got to share an apartment with somebody. Then I was like, this is horrible. And I asked them, the whole process. I listened to my video before, right? And it was a lot. And then I was getting all the services, like, I got on PA, stuff like that. So when I was on PA, and I've been on PA since I was 18. My mother, if you don't know, my mother's Jamaican. My mother's like, yeah, they found public assistance. Like, that's so. And then when she needed help at it, she wanted me to help her and going. I'm like, sis. My mother, that's a different story. A lot of Caribbean people had too much pride. My mother worked as a what do you call it? My mother worked in a school as a cafeteria lady. They don't make that much money. They don't have that much hours. My mother should have been getting PA, to be honest, because a lot of government workers have to get these things because they don't pay people enough anyway. And my mother had 2 kids. My mother should have been on that, but she had too much damn pride, so she didn't do it. That's a different story. So when I was by myself, when I was in the house when I was 18, I could do all the things by myself, right? I've been on PA. I'm like, I'm gonna take the system for everything they got. I'm sorry. Like, I'm in school. I need the extra food stamps, and it wasn't like the money, because the money. If you don't know PA for welfare, they don't give you that much money. I honestly did it for the food money the most out of everything else. As I got older, I got childcare for my kid. My daughter went to private school until Corona, and then when that happened, they didn't want to pay for the school. They said school's not in, so they're not gonna pay for that. So I had to take out a private school, which I loved the private school. She was in the daycare from 4 months old until up, because they said, oh, you got a baby, you want to put in daycare, you have to go to this back to work program kind of thing, right? So people think that, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things with the system. When I was on it, I loved it because I don't look at prices anyway. When I take food, I just pick it up depending what it is. And it's nice. And a lot of jobs I had to put away, because when you're on public assistance, you have to either get a job with pay. You got to add up. All right. There's childcare. If your child is very, very young, we could still honestly get childcare without PA. But you have to just go do. I feel like it's more of a ring around to get it. And for a parent, you don't want sometimes you got other things to do than to go to ACS office to get a whole thing. It's a whole 9 yards. I forgot I did a video about that. I get caught. Sorry, I got distracted by my own thoughts. But anyway, so yeah. So when you on PA and you want to get off of PA, because some people want to stay on there forever. I don't know why. I don't judge you, but to me, I don't think it give you enough money to make me want to stay on there forever. You feel me? So I personally didn't want to stay in there forever. But example, I had a kind of decent job. I got in for the thing. All I had to do was go for the training. First of all, the training was all in Queens. It wanted to be at 7:45. I didn't have a person to drop my daughter to daycare, so I couldn't even do that job. I'm a single mom, if you don't know. That's when KK was really, really young, right? So I don't leave anybody with my kids. I just put her in the daycare. The daycare opened, I want to say at 7:45 or 8 o'clock. It was something like that. I had to be in Queens. I live in Brooklyn, so that wasn't gonna happen, right? So but even the money they was giving me, when I added out to the amount that they was giving me, it wasn't enough money. Like, people have to understand that. Any job now is different because I have many different streams of income, and I'm trying to get out of debt from before, and now I got to pay back student loans. Biden just didn't do his part. I know he did his part, but the part didn't get done. So now I still have over $24,000 in loan for school, which is, for compared to some people, that's very low, but to me that's a whole diagonal years of paychecks. You feel me? A whole person could live in New York City with $24,000 for the year. So that's a whole person's paycheck. Sorry. So with the job, any job I take, well, now it's different, but before I would have to think about how much is PA giving me as in cash, how much they're giving me for my house because they paid my rent, um, how much they are giving me. What is that? Oh, that's fake Facebook. How much they're giving me in childcare, and I would have to add those things together. And wherever I'm working, it would have to be more than that. And if it's not, and also I can't do a job with 9 to 5 because the daycare, I have to think about, unless it's close by my house or the daycare, I couldn't do it because I would have nobody pick up KK. So that's another thing too. It's like I have to have a job that's gonna be paying me more than all of those nine. Um, so yeah. And then I had debt from before. And when you have credit cards and all these things, blah blah blah, from back in the day, like thank God for credit cards when I was in the shelter. Because if you don't know, shelter food is disgusting. We have all the seasons in New York City. And because of that, when you're an adult, you could wear the same clothes over and over. I wear the same clothes all year round because I don't, I don't really, I wear short sleeves in the winter, summer. It doesn't matter. But when you have a kid, they grow hella fast, and because they grow hella fast, you have to buy new clothes basically every season. Well, I do. My Jamaican self, I buy the clothes extra big anyway, so hopefully that thing could follow you for a whole year. You feel me? I think anybody does that, honestly. I don't think it's a Jamaican thing, but I just remember a lot of Jamaican parents be doing that. Like, the clothes be over big. They have to, by the end of the school year, it's fitting fine. But, like, a lot of, and because the food was so nasty, and at the time, the shelter I stayed in the longest, I stayed over a year, they didn't have any stove in there. I had to use microwave, and I was not used to microwave food. I grew up on everything on the stovetop. So to go from that, I have to end up buying food every day for me and KK to eat. And then because of her daycare knew that we lived in a shelter, but sometimes she would give her extra food, which I was so grateful for. She got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even when I was late, she would save her Kdiddavis food because she knew, where I was coming from. So I was so grateful for that. This Pat was amazing. She was an amazing daycare provider. But it was a lot. It was really, really a lot. And then the apartment I was sharing with before I got to the shelter, because the lady didn't cook her kitchen and all these things, and I didn't trust my food, I had to end up buying food outside anyway when I was living there. So now I was paying her rent, plus I had to buy food every day. It was just a lot. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. I maybe make it through, and I'm chilled, and I made it. Like, so glad I made it. I made it through. I made it through. Oh. But yeah. It was a lot. But I think people think that's like, some people, they really can't find a job or they don't have the education to find it. Because honestly, some of these jobs you don't need education for. But a lot of people be having just a high school diploma. They making a lot of dough. And people out here with master's degree can't even get a job. But you have to think about, when you have a kid, when you're by yourself, I think it's easier because you can make anything and make it shake. You can do any hours. But when you have a kid, you got to think about who's watching your kid. And if you don't know, if you didn't watch my video, I got touched up as a kid. So I'm very, very conscious of who I have around my kid. And like I said in that video, sometimes I don't think about the person who is watching my kid, is if they're going to have people around my kid who are their friends or family who I don't know enough to trust them around my kid. The person they could do a good job of your child. Like, sometimes when you watch people's kids, unless it's like a baby, you don't have, like, example, Katanya, I don't watch her naked hawk in my house. She's around, she lives here, so she could go anywhere. Even a baby. The baby is 2 now. She's with Katanya half the time now. She's usually not by herself. Or she's in a room with me. But, she just roams the house. Granted, I'm saying the house. I live in an apartment, a small apartment in Niger. But, yeah, but when people at KK's house, at somebody's house, she might be upstairs, the person might be downstairs, another person might be upstairs with Katanya and not watching her properly. And all of a sudden something happens to my kid. And it's like, people groom these kids. And it's like, granted, I'm just very cautious on who watches my kids. So I think about what job I'm having. I go to events, and a lot of times I ask people, can KK come? If they say no, probably 98% of the time, I'm not going to go. Because I'm not going to just trust my kid to be with anybody. Especially for a school day, I usually just have her with me anyway. But now jobs are realizing, like, I'm not coming, so they say yes for her to come. Because I'm like, I'll pick an event. I want to, honestly, I do need time. Like, I made a video about that too. Parents do need time. I'm sorry. This is why yeah. But Hold on, just say yes to that. What did I just mean? I'm done. Don't do that. Um, but yeah, what was I saying about the not going to events? Yeah. So I think I just make sure my daughter is good and not in compromising places. With the baby, she can't go some places with me because it depends on what the parents say. Also, like if you watch, we did a camping trip in Queens on my pastor's house, right? And I told the caseworker, like people was like, why did you tell the caseworker? God forbid something happens and and especially because they have a dog over there, and they didn't know that I was going, even though it was Queens and I live in Brooklyn. Granted, if I was going to Queens, I was going to like whatever. Like I was going to somebody's house like I've done before. I wouldn't tell them that, but because we was camping outside, I made sure because I know the dog might be out there, and the dog ended up being out there. And my babies too. If something happened to her and they didn't know I was there outside, and I was like, it's okay for her to sleep outside? They asked her mom, and mama said no. Granted, most times when a mom says no, they override it. But because it might be dangerous and something might happen, they just went along with it and got her another house. But the last time we was going to Renter's only literally a couple of hours. I'm not sure if they asked the mom or not. But we went to Connecticut for church. They're supposed to ask the mom anyway because it's out the state, especially out the state. Granted, Connecticut is not that far. They thought I was going for the weekend. I was like, I'm going to go for a day. But even for a couple of hours long, if I'm going to New Jersey, I have to ask them because it's not my kid, God, like I got people like to sneak and do things, but God forbid you get in an accident and then you're over there and the kid's hurt, bro. You're just in trouble. I don't play with the law. Like people play with the law, I don't play with the law. Like I don't play with the law. Like I like to have a clean background, clean everything. I don't play with Uncle Sam. I don't play with the law. I don't like nothing. But they tell you like I told them I can y'all could take her from the third because usually I do it from like the third. If it's I'm going on Friday or Saturday, depending on what it is. Because their office is not open on the weekends. I give them for like Thursday and I get it back other Sunday. Really Monday. Because depending on what house she's in. Because the last Sunday, I said, gonna give it back on a Monday, gave me back on a Sunday. I'm like, what? And the other time I said, I'm not even gonna be there on a Sunday. Y'all have to come back on a Monday like I told y'all. But, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah. But they said that when she went to the house and she knew, because first of all, she had her bags packed, and she know we don't leave the house like that. Like we all, me, her, and KK is going out. She know this. Like she know, she too. She sensible. They didn't have sense. So she realized, and she would start acting up with the caseworker going to the house. The caseworker didn't want to pick her up. I'm like, girl, you gotta scoop her a little. She too, scoop her a little behind up and go. But she want to touch her. She's crying. I'm like, you gotta scoop her up and let's go. Like, but she realized where she was going, and she was tight. When she started seeing because another girl, she went to another foster home where had another child in it, and when she saw the girl, she calmed down and she got over it. But every time she goes to another home, it's traumatizing her just a little bit. And in her mind, I'm her real mom, because she recognized me as her mom. So yeah, it's a whole thing. So it's like, if you could keep her, I said I could keep her, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be here. He said you could keep her. It doesn't matter. We're gonna override it. Like they was not playing. And the sad thing about it, she's supposed to be leaving me in a couple of months. So I don't know how that transition is gonna go for her, or what's gonna happen. I don't think they know because she doesn't have a connection with. Well, she loves men, so she supposed to be with her dad. So I think she'll be fine. She likes, in general, when I see people, she hang out like even adults or kids. She prefer be with males than women, girls anyway, or men or whatever. So yeah. So I think she'll be fine with her dad, but with women, she's not like she's still a friendly kid, but she knows her mom don't do FaceTime with her no more because she be crying. When I see me crying, we was at Girl Scout. I said Girl Scout cheerleading rehearsal with KK, and I say, "Oh, your mom's on the phone." She said, and she started screaming, pushing back, trying to push away the phone. It was a whole like people was like, "Don't give her the phone." I'm like, I have no choice. Like this is what they told me to do. I'm gonna do it. The mother can't say I didn't, do something. So I make sure I did my part. I'm like, this is traumatizing. So the mom doesn't even call face anymore. She only calls on the phone. Her baby can't see her face. I feel bad for her in a way because it's like that's their whole kid. But it is what it is. I just do my part. And I feel, I feel bad for KK because people say you're not attached. I'm like, I'm not attached. I know for a fact that she's not my kid. I didn't personally have her, so I'm not attached. I did daycare for many years, off and on for many years, and I see her like a daycare kid. Like that sounds so bad, but I took care of daycare kids. I wiped their snot, I cleaned their behind, I sent them home to their parents. You know, this is a long time because she's about to be with me for 2 years. Starting January 6th, she'll be with me for 2 years. In my mind, because she's not my kid, I don't have an attachment to her. But I feel bad for KK. When I told her KK she's leaving, I have to keep on reminding her like, KK, this is not your sister. Like I call her sister, but she's really not your sister. I have to. When I told her, I told KK, I explained with foster care, but granted she's a child, so their brains they just think different. They don't get it. They get it, but they don't get it. I explained what foster care is. I explained what adoption is. I explained what could happen in any case. But I told her until a judge say certain things, that's not our baby. And they told me that she wouldn't be staying with me anyways. I'm like, but it's been a long time. KK hasn't made an attachment with her. And when she did find out, if you watch my video, KK was like crying. I felt bad for her. I'm like, we can't take any more kids in our house unless I know for a fact. Like, it sounds so crazy. A person is a NICU when people just like drug addicts have babies. Have babies who are like off like weaning off of drugs is very hard. And I'm not used to babies being up at night. Like I'm used to kids like Katania being up at night as a bigger kid, but I'm not used to. I know it sounds crazy, right? I've got my mom, but KK didn't stay up at night. Like people, I never understood the stress. People like, our baby's up at night crying. Da da da. KK cried once a month at nighttime, and that's it. And it was so weird that she did it. I'm like, I was always frantic. I was like, it's okay, I'm praying over her. Like, it's a whole thing because I'm like, I didn't get it because it just didn't happen often. Once a month, like, and that happened for like probably 11 months or so, and then it stopped. And she would, like, I used to feed Katanya at nighttime, sleeping. Like, I would have to set timers to get up. She would not get up, and she'll go the whole night without eating. If I let her, I change her pampers at night. It was a whole thing. I like some people like so you could never base on my experience of being a mom or just being in life on just one thing, because everybody's experience, as you can see, is different. But I told KK, I feel bad for her. I just really feel bad. It's gonna be like that's in her mind, that's her sister, and she has an attachment to her. I'm like KK, that's not it's not ours. She's not ours. Like, unless a judge says we can have her, she's not our baby. But I feel bad for her because I just feel bad, and I have to make her understand, like, I can't have any kids unless I really want to get in vitro. That sounds so crazy, and I really want to I have to get married to have more kids. So yeah, married again, I should say, not just married again. But yeah, so that'll have to be the whole thing with that on that. Feel me? But it's a lot. But I really want to do a vitro. I was asking the church about it because, I just want to be crazy popping up with no baby, what's not, because, I got to think about examples of the person I got to be and all that stuff, I don't want to be the example to nobody, but you just don't never know who's watching you, and you gotta make sure that your walk with God, you don't do it for other people, you do it for yourself, but you got to make sure you're not stumbling too much, that you get off the path, and then people who are watching you are stumbling off the path to you. And I don't be responsible. The person I'm responsible for is KK, but you just don't know, and BB, and that's it. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me right now, and that's life. But yeah, but yeah, that's what's going on with life and everything going on with me right now, I think, in a way. I don't know who's coming in and out, so I don't know if it's the same people from the beginning or whatever. So I'm gonna say hi. How you doing? What's going on? If you don't know, my eyes are not the greatest, so that's why I'm doing that. But did I have my conversation about the oh yeah, they said the reason why I couldn't do the study for the contacts, the new contacts. I don't think it's new contacts. I think it's just like breathable contacts, whatever. And it's daily contacts, but I would have loved to have daily contacts. Oh, that'd have been so great. Is because I have a pre-existing condition, and because of that, and I think I don't understand some of these things they're doing these studies for in the hospital. They don't do it for certain conditions, and I'm like, how they don't? Because my condition is not like crazy, nothing like that. It's crazy, but it's not. But it's also it's not genetic. What is it? I have an autoimmune disorder, right? They don't put enough studies in that. They don't have enough. Like they don't have enough study in autoimmune disorders. So we are here just suffering. Well, we're suffering, but not suffering. That could be worse. Like if you don't know, I was born with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. But I grew out of it. But I can also get it back when I'm an adult. But if you know, arthritis is the inflammation and swelling of the joints and stuff like that. So I got that. I had that. I don't got no more. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. But yeah, so it's like, you know, I'm just saying. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube about people who, like, the kids who had that, and some kids are in, like, wheelchairs. So I'm so grateful to God. Like, I'm able to walk and do these things. When I was a kid, they told my mother, like, make sure you stay mobile. And I think why a lot of people end up who does have the disease and doesn't grow out of it. Well, some people grow out of it, some people don't. It all depends. Because the pain does get so bad, people stop, like, moving as much, and they just stay there and they end up staying in bed because, like, it hurts so much. You have to be mobile. That's why sometimes now I think it's also because I'm getting old. You might not think that, but I'm getting old. So sometimes I feel like my leg be getting stiff. I'm like, oh my God, is it coming back? But also that's the thing I fell on, so that's the thing. So like when you hit certain parts of your body, as you get older, those parts don't want to work as great as before. Hey, again, I don't know who's coming in and out, so I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. But if y'all have any homeless questions, I know people, I feel like, find me more from that whole thing. So if you do have any homeless questions, I don't mind answering it. Like, if I know the answer, I'm definitely gonna answer it. It's so crazy today when I did when they did my teeth over, because, you know, if you watch my last video, I thought it fell out, but no, a piece of my tooth broke off. And I didn't know. I thought it was, because the thing about when I ate the Chipotle, I felt it, but I just thought it was a filling, because I have fillings fall out many times in my lifetime. I thought it was that, but the guy was like, no, it's not your filling, it's your tooth. So, but he only gave me one needle. I'm surprised, and I think he was still gonna freak out. And I wasn't really humming that. I was like probably like 2 or 3 minutes in, but I did pretty. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of God to keep in my mind, because He know. And then the way that he was putting down the chair, I was like, can you put it up a little? I was like, I was breathing and I was trying to breathe. I was like, it was hard to breathe. Oh, it could have been just my teeth trying to kill me too. I didn't think about that till now, but it'd be a lie. When I go to the doctor, I'd be freaking out. I'm like, don't take me. Yo, y'all should have saw, I look so crazy. I know I look crazy, and I didn't even see myself. Like, I'm talking to God like, God, and I'm like, oh my God, I got my 2 daughters. Please get them. This is my message for me. Like, I would like die from a feeling. Like, I guess it's possible, but I'm like, girl, get a grip. Girl, get a grip. Get a grip of your life. Get a grip of yourself. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, if y'all don't feel shy, if y'all want to email me, you can too. It's not even a big deal. But if you have any questions or answers, also if y'all want to be on a podcast, we could. If y'all want to do a live with me one day, we could set one up. They have the live. You know how Instagram and TikTok have it. Like, you could do a live together. I plan to do it with somebody else on here, my cousin. But I don't know when she's coming on, because she gave the idea and like she didn't do it. So I want to do it with her. But yeah, I want to do that with somebody if you would like. If y'all want to come on, please don't do no buggy stuff. I'm not into the shenanigans. I'm not into the shenanigans. Like, people have to come on with, you know, sensible things. As you can see, I don't curse on my channel. I don't curse. But everything else is fair game. I'm very open. I'm chill kind of person, but I just can't do the cursing. Like, you feel me? But other than that, yeah. I need to go to the dermatologist again. I need to get this thing not filled in, but shot it up. So they could hopefully go down. Because it's been a year and it's still there. But also, I picked my face, so that didn't help. It happened twice that I did it really, really bad. So that could be a thing. Well, it'll be a year at the end of this month, because the girl's wedding was at the end of October. What else? I need to go get I said spa. Oh my God. Basically what it is, but a facial. I need to do that. So Cause my eyeball just fell out. Like, I know that's a dumb thing to say, but my eye just for some reason just started to hurt like a little bit right here. Like, I'm looking at my eye and the thing I'm like, what's my eye just falls out? Like, it just started rolling. Like, I'm a fool. Maybe it's too, maybe I should be sleeping. Hey. Maybe I should be sleeping, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm up and ready to party. I think I was talking to somebody in August, and they like we was talking. People like just think a lot of things about me was not true just because of my personality. But my personality, I'm not omnivore. But I think most people, not people, I think a lot of people that I know, I think 98% of people that I know think I am extrovert. No, it's extrovert and the other one. Omnivore is the middle. Whatever the other one is, they think I'm just that. Like, I'm always like that. I'm very bubbly and whatever. But in general, I'm very, very shy. People don't know that. And so people always think like I'm extra. I'm like a party. Like, I'm a party girl. If I was a Christian, I probably would be a party girl. But would I be though? Like, other than the dancing, I think partying is so boring. Like, I actually haven't experienced it enough probably also to really think that. So I'm like, how can I say that when I never really experienced it? So, but after you shake your butt cheek just want to blam blam blam, what more is there to do? Like, I don't know. But anybody who do it, do you, sis? Do you, bro? But yeah, it's just interesting in general. Like, I don't know. I am beautiful in every single way, 'cause words can't bring me down. Yeah, words can bring me down today. That's my life. All I do is sing out of nowhere, and I gave you out a free concert. You're welcome. You know what's funny? I used to sing so much more often back in my day. Oh my God. I don't know how old I think I am, but I stayed the past, like, I think year or two. I've been saying back in my day often. Like, back in my day, water was a park. Back in my day, we had more chips. I'm like, KK. I told her like probably a week ago or so, probably more than that. I don't know. Time after owner has been difficult for me to comprehend when stuff is comprehensible. But I was telling KK back in my day, these chips were a quarter. She said I could have bought all these chips. I'm like, girl, you could have bought all these chips, and our chips actually had chips in it. Like, y'all chips cost $1.50, and it has 5 chips in it, like for $1.50. So now I don't buy chips like I do. So that's probably why I lost. Like, y'all know I started out the year. I think I was probably like 318 or something like that pounds this year and up to last year. Like, I think it was this year. I got to like 320, 321. I'm about 2 and something. Honestly, I could be farther ahead if I did more work in the gym. If I really, but you know what it is? Probably not. I couldn't. I need to eat better. That's one thing. But secondly, when I'm in the gym, I don't sweat. I need to do dance classes. Like, when I used to go to YMCA, I used to work out 5 days a week. That's how much I work out. Usually, I work out 5 days a week before. But ever since summertime, my schedule mash up. But I used to do the YMCA plus like the machines, but I used to do dancing. Well, I should have been doing this at that damn pool, because they had a pool there and I never went in that damn pool. I only did when my job was, but the one in Brooklyn, I went to the pool for that one with KK. But I'm just like, I need to go to dance classes. But I told you from like previous videos, I found a gym was having it, and all the gyms have the stuff. The dance classes, they have it at night, like in the evening time, where people like, you know, I'm like, no, I got 2 kids. Y'all need to do this crap in the daytime. Shoo. It's the audacity for me. The audacity. But it is what it is. What you gonna do? People was like, my people was telling me, oh, let's go to a YouTube video. I want to be in a class, bro. I want to shake my groove thing. Shake my groove thing. Shake my groove thing. Yeah. Tell me how you doing. But yeah, and I'm waiting for this video. The other video, I know for a fact, because this new internet that I got, put it on YouTube, at first it wasn't fast, but now it's fast. I feel like it's under 30 minutes. Like, it'll be a 50-minute video. So, the video I put up today, I think it was like 7 or 8 minutes. I think it was 7 minutes, 7 minutes and change. But tomorrow gonna be the Cayman Island. I'm sorry, not more footage, guys. I'm sorry, not more footage. It's about 57 minutes. I should have had several parts, but I didn't. Honestly, like, it's vacation. I paid a lot of money, more than I expected. I paid a lot of credit down there, to be honest. But I just want to enjoy, and I had the camera everywhere. But I did get y'all. I think 57 minutes is a lot. I was down there for 9 days. I supposed to be in there for 10 days because of, situation y'all see in the video. And I'm being there for 9 days instead of 10, but it's a day. Everything happens for a reason. The lounges were great and things like that. Y'all see, like, watch my next video. It's coming out. Hopefully, if it downloads to the damn thing, I'll give you out tomorrow. But if not, I have church, so I might get it on Saturday or Sunday. But I'm trying. Like, I hate editing, and because I didn't have to really edit that much in this because the baby wasn't in it, I just put those clips together, and y'all gonna be watching that. But I hate editing. I wish I had an editor to edit my stuff because I hate to edit. I like to be in front of the camera, just doing my thing, but to edit, that is not for me. Editing is not my thing. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Gotta think about what day it is. When I have that meeting, talking to somebody saying, like, back in the day, my mother used to have the camera, the camera you put on your shoulder. Like, people I think, oh, she just started YouTube. No, I had this particular channel since like 09, I believe. I think that's the year 09 or 08, one of the two. And then I had plethoras of cameras before I even started YouTube. Then my mother used to record us all the time when I was a kid, and I used to be the kid, coochie coochie la la la, in the like I wanted to be the person. Like, if I don't know, also, I would just go for theater arts. Like, the camera is my thing. Being on stage is my thing. Like, to be or not to be is my thing. Like, I'm a theater kid. Like, if you don't know, I think I have a theater kid personality. I think I do. I'm shy, but a lot of theater kids are shy. Like, people don't understand that. People who do a lot of time YouTube and theater kids, they usually are very shy people. Like, and they usually, a lot of them have anxiety. Like, it might be a people thing, but I think it's those people who have those things are usually the people who like to shine. I love to entertain, though. That's the thing. Like, I love to entertain. I just hate to edit. So, like, that's the problem. And that's why vlogs are so easy for me. And, like, sit-down videos are so easy to me, to be honest. Well, vlogs are not easy. It's easy to film. It's just not easy to edit. That's the problem. People want extra music. But you know what it is also? I like my vlogs like how I watch a lot of vlogs. Like, I'm on YouTube every day. I'm trying to make sure I get my life together and make sure that's not an idol in my life. But, because you don't want nothing to be idol. Like, idol. Like, you gotta worship God. Not the point. I'm getting to different things right now. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? The point is, I'm a theater kid. I got a bachelor's in theater arts. I went to SUNY Plattsburgh. Upstate. People don't know what it is. Not Pittsburgh. Plattsburgh, upstate New York, near Canada. I got a BFA in theater arts. I don't know why these degrees are so weird to me. Like, everything's under science. Like, how the hell is theater under science, bro? But what? Like, but I like to entertain people. I did theater art, so it's like, live. I should have done more musicals. I should have done probably film too, but I don't like school. Like, I really hate school. I like to do the theater stuff. I haven't done anything in a while, but I love to sing, I love to dance, I love to act. I love to entertain people. So one day somebody was like, "You're not too old." One day I hopefully have it on the big screen. One day I'll get to do a play on Broadway. That'll be like one of my dreams, to do that kind of thing. I should have put that on my bucket list. I got all these other things, skydiving inside. I ain't put no acting. Somebody said I should do that though. I think I sing all the time. People like, "Oh my God, you sing. You should be definitely like, pursuing that." I'm like, it's hard, especially if you have 2 kids. It's hard to want to go to all these auditions and say these lines, and you're not getting paid for it. Nah, bro. My kids need to eat. I could give you out my audition on YouTube. If somebody finds me from there, well, so be it. But to go on lines day in and day out, and I'm not gonna be a lot of people who are in those industries, they tend to be like it's not a cashier, but they tend to be bartenders or hostess. The people who give you your drinks at the restaurant. My God. You pay them gratuity, like, you know what I'm talking about. Them people. And I'm not made for that. Like, a host is easy. I could do that. If that's the only thing I'm gonna be hosting, I like, actually getting orders. I don't get nobody order because people be rude. And I want to drop no dishes. I'm clumsy. As not for people who do those jobs. And they don't be paying them. Like, I don't know if any, like, other part of the world they pay them proper wages for them to survive. In New York City, they be paying like $2-3. You gotta work for tips. But I can't. I do a lot of customer service jobs, but that's not the people who do those jobs. I give y'all kudos, cause it could have been me. It would have been me. I'm just saying, it can't be me. I can't. Like, nah, bro. I'm eating your fries and giving it to you. Like, I can't. It's not. You gotta be made for those things, and I'm not made for that. Like, I really did. I said I would never do retail. I ended up doing retail. Forever 21. If y'all don't know, I worked at 42nd Street, to the flagship store, the biggest Forever 21 at the time. I don't. Is one more was close by there. I think it was on Broadway. I'm not sure if it's still open. But I worked at the biggest Forever 21 in New York at the time. I worked in there. I want to say it was after college. It's just crazy to me. It was like, why are you working here? You have a college degree. I'm like, same thing I'm saying. But I'm for theater arts, so that could also be the problem. You can get a lot of jobs, even though it's in different majors. You can still get a lot of jobs in certain places, but people just was not hiring me. It was crazy. I think I worked there definitely before KK. Before I got married, I think I was working while I was married. Was that? Yes, because when I was pregnant, people was like, and they didn't want to give me. With them, the reason why I left them is because they didn't want to make me sit down while I was pregnant, and I'm supposed to be like not standing up so much because my legs would get ankles would get swollen. So I had to, I was on maternity leave, and they said, "Oh, coming in." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I gave out a whole doctor's order that I'm supposed to be on bed rest. Like, what are you saying? So I worked there for 2 years, on and off. Well, obviously the time I was off is when I had KK, and that was like 2000, I guess, 13 to 2015. So yeah, I worked there in September. I was September 11th, but I know September is when I started. But then I started getting unemployment. I was like, I'm not playing with y'all. I started getting disability at one point because they wasn't giving me enough hours. So I was like, and I give you hours, I'm getting unemployment. So you could if you don't know, you could get a job. You can have a job and do unemployment at the same time, but it has to be a certain. If they give you like say 2 or 3 hours a week, right? We're supposed to get. I think it's I don't know if it's different at the time. So they unemployment give you 10 hours a week or 20 hours a week you're supposed to get. So they give you 3 hours that week. They'll ask you like, how much hours did you work this week? If you work this much hours, whatever like that. If you said you work 3 hours or 2 hours that week, they'll make up the difference. So it'll be 18 hours that you'll be getting. So I used to do that. And I tell people to do that. And they will start getting tight. They'll come out their pocket. I don't care. Y'all should give me your hours. They told me a certain amount of hours I'll be getting. I wasn't getting 9 hours anymore. So y'all got Utah, you pay me, but then I ended up getting disability because I had a bed rest and I had to give like doctor's note and that. Why my bed rest money, my disability was $20-something. $20-something, bro. That's what you get when you work at Forever 21 and you need to get off on maternity. $20-something. What is I buying? That's hardly buying Pampers. At the time I probably bought like some Pampers. Probably like 100 pack, whatever, from Target brand. But $20-something? Forget about it. So we did a lot of talking today. Like I said, I did a lot of talking today, from top to bottom to top. But thank you for supporting. Thank you for being an excellent viewer. Thank you for, you're not talking as much. Thank you for listening. You might be listening to me podcast out, like literally in your house, washing dishes, in your bed. I don't know. Taking a shower, anything is possible. I'll be on the phone with people taking a poop and taking a shower. So I understand if you're doing it to me, it's all right. I don't feel no type of way. I don't feel no qualms. Just thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being a friend. More of a acquaintance. I don't actually know you, so I'm gonna take the friend part back. You my friend, but you're not my friend. You get it? But don't feel no way. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing my stuff. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up. Thank you for being amazing. But yeah, I really want to grow. I'm right now at no, 1,996. I want to get to 2,000. Honestly, I want to get to 10K, but maybe I'm pushing it. Like, maybe I'm having too much high hopes. But God can do anything. So, if I want to give it, then give me. If I'm not going to rush it, if he's like, it's not your time, sis, sit down, stay in your lane, I'm going to stay in my lane. Because sometimes you rush things, even though it's meant for you, because you rush it, you didn't actually get to build on what you're supposed to get built. And because of that, you have things missing. I don't want to miss nothing. I want to get everything I need to get and everything I'm supposed to learn before I get to where I'm going. So I'm going to be patient and make God do his thing and learn what I got to learn. But we're 4 people away from 2,000. We're 4 people away. Like, literally 4 people. And it's been tricky with me because it's been going down to 1,090. Because all y'all see is 1,990. That's what y'all see. After you meet, I think it's 100. Or is it 1,000? I think after 1,000, they stopped telling people the last couple of numbers. But what I remember. So all I see is 1,990. But I have 1,996 people. So 4 people away from 2,000. That's gonna be hella cool. But I feel like there's gonna be some tight. Sometimes I'm like, I had this platform so long and I still haven't made it to 10K yet. Like, it doesn't make sense. But you know what? As I said before, you can never rush the process. If you rush the process, you flop. Like, if you rush, like, example, when you're making a bread, you have to make sure you put is it yeast? I don't know how to make a bread. I see videos though. Yeast, you got to make sure it rises at a certain point. You got to dough it out, make sure all the bubbles are out. You got to take steps, and when you're making a cake, you have steps and a way to do it. If you skip a step, there's something not tastes good. If you don't put an ingredient there, it's not popping like it's supposed to pop a lot for you. You feel me? So I'm gonna wait in my turn. Even though I'm just anxious to get where I have to go. But me not pressing on it up. Me not pressing on it up. I just take my time and just go on. But I still go. But thank you. I'm about to hopefully this video can be, honestly, it's taking forever. Like, it's taking forever. I wanted to upload today. I really want to upload today, but I've been doing this since last night. I edited last night, which is honestly all I did was put things. I downloaded I downloaded it to the memory card to the Stargate. Sorry, to the whatever the thing is called. What did you yawn too? Just tell me if you did. No, that sometimes it's contagious. But I put it to the whatever this thing is called, this memory bank. And after that, I had to put the videos into the thing. I put them all together, and that's what I did. I did very simple. Like, I tell you, I do the minimum amount of editing. I want sometimes to have the little flashing, like, subscribe here, and then like, ding, ding, ding. But honestly, I don't know how to do it. And also, I don't have the patience to do that every video. Like, I really don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I grew a lot of patience just to be a mom, but to edit, it's not that serious. I just really don't like it. I just be in front of the camera, do my thing, chit chat and patty back and give it a boning. But I don't like to. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just saw that. I'm sorry. But yeah, I got that degree in 2013, I think. But yeah. It's not a regret. Not like the regret. But I'm like, because of that school I went to and got my bachelor's degree, it's a whole thing. If I would have stayed in college now, if I knew what it was, if I don't know, college now is basically money that they give you for low-income families in college to help you out. They help you out with, I want to say, metro cards, money, books, stuff like that. I didn't know I was in that. They go send me stuff to my house because I'm the first person in my family who went to college. So I didn't even, and it's college in America. So even if my mother went to college, it would have been in Jamaica because my brother's Jamaican. So that wouldn't help. But they should have had more stuff for people who had immigrant families so they could really make sure, they get all the stuff they want. I qualified for the low-income stuff. I'll get stuff sent to my house because I hate to read. I also should have read it. But I didn't understand what was going on. And by the time I got to a person to help me, it was too late and they kept me out of the program. So, you had to have if they say you started too much classes, like, if you started, like, math, because I had to do, the reading I had to do over, but math, I slept all through high school in classes I didn't like, which was basically math and science and all those classes I didn't like. Well, science I stayed up a little bit in. I slept a lot in high school, so because I had to do remedial math over and over, and because I couldn't see. All right, like I told y'all before, my sight went bad, and I told you I did my cataract surgery in ninth and 12th grade. My sight went down. So when your sight is going down, and a subject like math and Spanish, which is basically all foreign, when you can't see, you struggle. And when I struggle, I'm sleeping. So I slept a lot in high school with those classes. And when I got to college, it was a struggle for me. But in the I don't know what's wrong with the American system. But I want to say American because this girl who was blind, well, she's blind, right? So she had a different thing than me anyway. And I don't think she was in special needs class, but she's in regular classes. In my high school, they wanted to put me in special needs class because couldn't see the board. All I needed was a damn note taker. Like, all I needed was simple stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to suffer instead of get, like, it was horrible. And the girl said she was like the girl from Canada that I watched. She said she was in regular classes. All they did got her a note taker. And when she was younger, she could kind of see bigger letters, so she'll have like this machine. But when I was in college, when I was at Queensboro, they didn't put me in special. Well, they have special needs anyway. But all they did was give me a note taker and gave me a machine so I could see it if I needed it. Like, these public schools, and I'm not saying public schools. I don't think private schools do this either. They need to be able to accommodate for more kids like who need help properly. And it's just so sad that a lot of kids fall through the crack. Thank God I didn't give up, and thank God I went that far. But I don't know how I got to. You talk about the congratulations, but so much kids, and my mother didn't know what to, like. It's just the whole thing. So because I didn't get into college now, I didn't say college now. I ended up having to pay a lot when I went to the 4-year school. I only stayed there for a year and a half though. So if I would have stayed there longer, it would have been much crazier. And mind you, a lot of the loans I did pay back already, but I still have 24,000 left. Um, but it is what it is. I gotta do that program. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I think about what happened earlier today. So that's what's happening with that. But honestly, I tell everybody, I didn't honestly learn anything in that school, but I honestly went there for the experience. The gospel choir was amazing. The gospel step team was amazing, which I was on both of them. We went out of the country. I met new people. If I had Facebook, I'd probably still be talking to them because the Facebook I hacked, if you don't know, last year. I'm tired. It's been a year, so like I don't have Facebook. So with that happening, that all. I feel like it's a waste, but I have it. I could say, because KK, you have to go to college. Well, you don't have to. Honestly, I'm not a person who's like forcing you. I feel like you need something. At least long you finish high school, I don't care what you do next. Long you are making money and you're happy. A lot of Caribbean parents, they want you to be a doctor, well, girls to be teachers or nurses. And I feel like it doesn't matter. Long they're happy and they're making money and it's not going against God. I'm happy with whatever you want to do, you know. I just want you to be happy and get the best life that you honestly need. And that's what I'm gonna be for my kid. Like, yeah, that's basically it. But it is what it is. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Stooky? I don't know, that could pop in my head. I like to move it, move it. Oh, you wrote me something. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm working on my. Oh, congratulations. Oh, congratulations. Have a disability too. Oh, God, it's not major. Well, don't think it is. Even though I take medication, you know, you can get a lot of services like that. You can get money because I got documentation from my doctor. I end up getting money to help me, and because I got money for like books and stuff, and because I had financial aid, I got a lot of money back in my pocket. Don't tell nobody. But you can go to the disabilities office, depending what the disability is. If you know you get a doctor's note, they also have scholarships and grants that they give you they have special scholarships for people in the disabilities office in your college, and you can get grants like that. Like I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you out. Like I'm all about the free, and I work like I'm all about the free. If it's owed to me, I'm gonna try to find a way to get it. So if you want and have documentation, and you think that you could get some extra, like what also happened because I also have anxiety sometimes too, especially around tests, and so people get an hour for a test. I'll get 2 hours because they gave me double time. So depending on what your disability is, like people who have high anxiety, they'll get like a stuff from the therapist, and they'll give them extra time because you know the anxiety, or people who can't, like who have low vision like me, because it takes me longer to read, they will make the words bigger, and they'll also give me extra time. So I'll get the words like I can see it like everybody else, but I'll still get extra time. So I'll be freaking out on math test trying to finish it fast. People have an hour, I get 2 hours. So I'm just saying, like, if you need the money, if to help you out, See what that office, I think it's called Vista, not Vista, I don't know. See what that office has. I had to do like an extra interview to do it because of my degree, my theater degree. They didn't want to give me money at first. I tried to tell them like I technically lied. I'm sorry, God. Ask for forgiveness. I know, but I said I was gonna be a teacher, theater teacher and stuff like that. I just needed the money, and yeah. But definitely check that out if you can. For real, I didn't know you talking about. No, not SSI. In every college, they have a disability office. So if you go to the disability office or ask around, it should be in a directory or whatever like that. The security guard should even know where it is. If you go to that office, ask them what services they can offer you based on what your disability is. Because they get every single disability I can imagine. Because everybody goes to college, What if you could hear, not see, whatever it is, everybody goes to college. So whatever you are based in, if you have 88, like anything you have, and you think it can affect, whatever you have can affect you, you could tell them. Example, if you have to take off, say if you have a condition, and I know you say take medication, we gotta take off days because of that. Granted, you can still bring in medical stuff, but if you have the disability office to help you say, oh, she has to take off, give her extra time or give her this extension, that whatever like that, they can tell them that. And every semester, that's what you do. Long you bring it in one time and you're in that school forever, like no matter time, you don't need a doctor's note every single time. And also, sorry, when I went to the new school that I went to, all I did was bring my doctor's note, and it followed me over there to my new college upstate. So yeah, so every semester, because we have new teachers, they'll give a note to the teachers saying, this person's in your class, give you your name, and what accommodations that you'll be getting for that semester. So I got a note taker. If I wanted a machine, I got that. I got a recorder. If I wanted to, I used a recorder I think one time. I didn't really use that. The notes was good. For math, it was good. For other classes, not so much. I don't like to read things over, so that didn't happen. That didn't really work for me. But the math stuff, it did help. In Spanish, it did help. I also had to do a lot of tutoring because of that. And there's some disabilities. I don't know about every school, but the disability office in my school gave us They gave us tutoring. So because I was really, really bad because I couldn't see, I ended up being really, really bad in math. And I think I was actually good in math because I couldn't. Nobody was helping me in high school. So like my school really failed me. When I got to college and I took a class. It was remedial. I took a class about probably 3 or 4 times. Like, that's how bad it was. Honestly, the first 2 times I didn't take it seriously. I kept on dropping the class. I didn't even finish I did like the class for like 2 weeks and dropped. I was like, I can't bother. So some of that was just dropping the class. But when I actually tried, I got better. But they have a tutoring center for the actual everyday student. I would say math, language, like certain things. They usually hire other kids in like disability, like realm, or just regular people, and they'll have a certain tutor for the disability office. So if you wanted tutoring on certain days, you can get tutoring from disabilities office. You get tutoring from the actual school population. So you'll get extra if you need the help. Like when I first went there, I didn't know, but as I started being a student, I never talked about this. I'm surprised. Did I? I'm not sure. I don't think I have talked about this on my channel. But people don't realize how much they can get, and people don't realize that I feel like society kind of put disability to the side. So I didn't consider myself disabled, but my condition, technically, I'm part of the disabled crew. But I don't consider myself. I don't walk around and say I'm disabled. Da, da, da. I have glasses, but and I can survive. But and for schooling, a lot of you need your sight. Like it's like a thing you need. A person who has like lupus and they're chronically hurting, or because lupus could affect you a lot in certain ways. Or if, let me see, what other disability? People had like other stuff, like stuff wrong with their brains, or they just need extra help, or just regular anxiety. People who will take tests sometimes will get things wrong because they're so anxious, and they just they see it's just like it's too much for them. But they need extra time. It could be anything, but if that's affecting you and you feel like you need help, just get the help. Like I'm a person. Granted, I'm the person saying this, right? I don't like asking for help, but in this situation, I asked for help. I was like, I had to stuff. I think it's when I started advocating for myself the most when I got into college. Because before, I was advocating for myself enough in high school, and because of that, a lot of things happened to me in high school with grades and stuff like that. But and by the time I got the help, it was too late. It was really bad. Like it was a struggle. It was a struggle street. I got extra time for For real, I just didn't know about extra money though. Yeah. You can, if you have to ask them what scholarship or what grants, and they, because I know in when I was the Queensboro, they had a special office in there too, with a lady who worked off of the thing. So you just have to ask. Like honestly, you gotta just ask question about certain things. Every school might be different, but it was CUNY, so I don't know if you're in CUNY or not. So depending, but I think SUNY has it too, and private schools have it. But you just have to ask. Shoot, they stopped this program, but back in the day, when I went to Queensboro, they had if they had like they had people like I guess lower income students like myself, and they had Keys Food next spot nearby, and then they have lunch tickets. So they'll give you money, especially if it's in food stamps. You already qualify for this program. They gave me tickets, like tickets from Key Food. I don't know if Key Food gave it to me or what it was. They gave me tickets to go to Key Food. They give me a certain amount. I have to go there every week to the office, and they gave me a certain amount for also the lunchroom. So I would get free lunchroom, like fake cash to the lunchroom. I used to always buy food at the lunchroom, so I was always filled. But after a while, they didn't have the money. And the budget got cut. Probably that's something I could work on too, to get that program back for the college student because that program was so excellent. I loved it. I got food to bring home to eat. I had my food stamps, and I also got food to eat at school. Like, when you are trying to learn, food is a must. Like, your brain has to function. And I was so blessed. Like, and I know a lot of students did not know about it. But that's something they probably need to implement more and get money in. That man right now is cutting the budget, but I'm trying to fight against that. But it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, definitely. If you go to the disability office and ask them how can they get scholarships or grants and see how they tell you. You definitely get some stuff. You could definitely get some stuff. What time is it? I'm here chit chatting. I could have acted. It's 12 o'clock. I know you lying. It is. I've been here for a 1 hour and 12 minutes, flapping my gums. That's flapping my gums. That was that busy living in NYC. NYC. That's definitely the words, and that's definitely how you sing it. But is that the word? That's the words. Da, 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 want me. Yeah, sorry. I'm like I used to sing out just in songs in general. I got better, I promise. But yeah, I've been flapping my gums for that long. That's crazy. But I'm about to. Ooh, my eyes. I'm about to go. I'm flapping my gums for an hour and change. And see y'all when I see y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being amazing. Bye. We're blessed and highly favored. Peace. And